Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, and I'm back with another Powerbook 2 Go Season 4 Theory and Prediction video. And today, we are going to discuss Monet cousin Janet and how she will likely become a huge problem for Monet and her children. To me, the key word in Janet's character description is spontaneous. And that one word will definitely mean a lot, and it will play a factor in however she ends up this season. I believe this woman will either intentionally or unintentionally get herself in big trouble. That may even get herself killed, maybe even by the hands of Monet herself, who is currently and is definitely Book 2's top savage with the most kills and the most heinous kills already. I'm also going to theorize how she could also become a potential love interest of either Davis McLean or even Dawn Carter, making her a pawn in the process. Now, this video is going to be yet another banger, so go ahead, like this video and subscribe to the channel so y'all get this fire every day. And much love to my most loyal subscribers who send those Cash App donations every day, but wish to remain anonymous. It lets me know that what I'm doing is valuable. All donations can be sent to J Peterson 91. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. All right, now, people. So let's break it down like this. First, I want to go over the definition of spontaneous and what it means based from the dictionary. Performed or occurring as a result of a sudden inner impulse or inclination and without premeditation or external stimulus. Right? A person having an open, natural, and uninhibited manner. These qualities all make Janet someone who is going to be someone who you are not going to know what she's up to. You're going to think she's going in one direction. She's going to be going in another direction. She's somebody who's going to heavily be swayed by her impulses and emotions. Right? So let's talk about what role Janet is probably going to play and how she would even end up in New York, being that she's not from New York, okay? So, she may not know what Monet does for a living, and she'll likely show up to care for Monet after her shooting. And she will be wondering why the kids are so busy and not tending to their mother, right? She's not going to understand that they're drug dealers and they're busy going to war with Tariq. The threat of Mahoney may pop up. We're going to have Dawn Carter running around. So Janet is going to pop up and she's going to be like, hey, I'm taking care of you all the way from another state. I came here. Why are your children not here? Okay. That's going to be the first thing. Okay. She will then definitely also be questioning Monet and prying and trying to get information on what exactly happened with Zeke and Lorenzo as well, because to anybody who's not in the game, they're still going to be suspicious and they're going to wonder, why was Zeke killed, then Lorenzo killed, all within months of each other, and then you also have an attempt on your life, okay? And when you think about the word spontaneous and how it applies to Janet, right? Spontaneous, you could say, also has a relation to the word unpredictable. Her demise could be similar to the fate of Ben Davis from the show Ozark. And I always consider Ozark to be kind of a white version of Power in a way, right? And we all remember who Ben Davis was. He was a likable character, but he also was spontaneous, impulsive, and he ran his mouth too much and he said the wrong things, right? And that ultimately led to his death. Now, in regards to how Ben Davis died in Ozark, could Monet be forced to sacrifice Janet for her children? Is Janet going to be someone who is similar to Ben Davis in a way where she's going to say the wrong thing at the wrong time around the wrong people, right? Will Janet come across some information she shouldn't have known and be killed after saying the wrong thing? And here's another thing. Janet could be a possible addict, okay? Okay? We haven't seen anyone really become addicted to drugs on Power Book 2 Ghosts, but it's a recurring theme within Power. So maybe that starts with her, okay? She could be a possible addict or a possible snitch. And here are two different ways where Janet being a snitch could become a factor, right? If it's a possibility at all. The first way, she could arrive in New York City already an informant against Monet and the Tejadas. And because the feds are involved, you know, the feds do business statewide, right? They're not just necessarily relegated to one state or city of jurisdiction. Okay, so whatever it is that she had going on over there, you know, somehow, some way, Dawn Carter or Jenny Sullivan or somebody, they realized her relation to Monet, they seen she was on her way, and then they put a play together like that. Or she could be an addict. And after being confirmed as someone close to the Tejadas, she could be caught with drugs and made to be a snitch. Similar to, I forgot the drug addict's name from the most recent season of Raising Kanan, and how that was a similar situation and how it impacted Marvin and everything, how that went. We all know how that went, right? But Janet could be a possible love interest as well of Dawn Carter, or more likely a potential love interest of Davis McLean. With Davis McLean being the lawyer of the Tejada family, even if he's currently disbarred and under scrutiny from the feds, he will still be involved with the Tejadas for obvious reasons, right? They're in bed with the devil together, right? And through moving around and popping up at the Tejada's house, right, to check up on Monet or meet up with Kane or someone like that, right? He could easily run into Janet through his dealings with the family, and everything can start from there. Sidebar: will we see Davis McLean's wife? Isn't he married? Does he have children? Inquiring minds want to know, right? We will also find out a lot of backstory, be looking out for that, about Monet as a younger girl and woman, maybe even some extra information about Lorenzo. Maybe we find out, you know what I mean, through Janet, that the reason why Lorenzo went to jail has something to do with, you know, an innocent woman being shot and killed in the middle of some street transactions, and it may tie into Dawn Carter. Either way, we will learn some backstory from Monet and the Stewarts. Maybe even a seed as to a future Power Origin spinoff involving Monet. Maybe, right? Anything is possible, right? We can expect Janet to be an interesting character, a bit messy, unpredictable, and extroverted, and fun. And she will cause problems for Monet and the Tejadas, even if by mistake. And it could lead to her death, maybe even by the hands of her cousin, Monet Tejada.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God-given. That's touch my ink. That's on the dome, nigga.